Good evening. Happy Fabulous Friday. We are back to recap Married to Medicine, Season 12, Episode 8, Girls Trip -1, okay? And let's have some messy fun, is what I said. I said, come on, girls. Yes. Good
Mm.
evening, Auntie Diva.
Good evening, honey. How you doing? Okay.
Yeah,
Girls -1. Holla.
well, mm.
Mm,
And it was a time being had, okay?
it was.
I was enjoying so far. I was enjoying.
I did. I enjoyed. I
Yes.
enjoyed. Mm-hmm.
Listen, bravo, as we have been saying, Diva, and we want to continue to give Bravo a shout out. Excellent
Mm-hmm.
job with this year's or the last two seasons of the shows that we've been recapping, specifically
Mm-hmm.
Housewives of Potomac, Married to Medicine. They have been on point. Diva, if this is what they are doing with the old shows, I can't wait to see what Next Gen NYC is going to look like for season 2. Okay, I am excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see. But listen, we are here. It is a Friday. I believe what's today? Friday? Yes. It is Friday. Okay. We are live on both channels, Royier's World and Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. So if you could do us a favor and hit the like button on both channels. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button as well. And do us one more favor tonight. Hit that share button. Share this with someone. Let them know we are live and recapping our show, Married to Medicine. Diva, it is the weekend. You know, we're supposed to get some more bad weather this weekend with the snow down here in the south of, Charlotte. What's going on up there real quick? Anything, any good updates up there?
Well, they haven't got updates. I think it's been downgraded from what they thought it was because they were saying initially it was going to be the same that we had this weekend that just passed. But now I'm not really hearing that. But I will tell you this: it's cold outside. Ice, baby. Okay. Ice, baby, honey. It's cold outside. Miss Wilson said, "Do we watch Southern Charm?" You know, I haven't watched that in years. I used to watch it though.
No, I've never seen it before.
I used to love it.
Listen, Diva, the people, listen, we're going to get into this. Okay, we're going to get into our recap. I'm going to give people a moment to come in real quick. But let me tell y'all, the support that y'all have been showing us, it has been amazing. We see the support, we see the comments, we see the views, and we appreciate y'all so much for joining us with these recaps. I mean, we've been doing a thing and y'all have been doing it with us, and we just want to say thank you. Yesterday's laugh was in my belly this morning, okay? I got up this morning, I was like, nah, I called Diva, I said, girl, not a double watch, right?
No, honey, it was a kiki and a ha. But you know what? We just giving what the ladies is giving to us. That's all.
Keeping it real with Nene. Remember that? A little segment. Well, listen, y'all, we're going to jump into our street news segment. So let's jump into that and see what the street news is going on today, okay? Okay, well, it was recently announced on Miss Shawnee Henderson, First Lady Shawnee Henderson's page, that the Basketball Wives franchise will be no more, okay? And so she's going to give us a little announcement of exactly what's going on. We'll share our thoughts and opinions, and then we'll move on. So let's see what First Lady Shawnee has to say.
Everybody, I wanted to jump on here real quick before the news got out and people try to be messy and make this something that it's not. This is just called growth and, moving forward. I'm announcing today that Basketball Wives will not be returning. Since its launch in 2010, this franchise has been the defining part of my professional journey. What began as a vision to tell my story and stories of women like me grew into a cultural movement that created opportunity, sparked conversation, and honestly amplified voices that deserve to be heard. I'm so grateful to VH1, Truly Original, Shed Media, and BET for their partnership and belief in a show that left a long-lasting mark on entertainment. Most importantly, I'm thankful to the women who trusted me with their stories and the creatives in front of and behind the camera who helped bring this vision to life season after season. Growth requires evolution and knowing when to honor a chapter while preparing for what's next. While this journey is concluding, I'm actively developing new projects that align with my personal and professional purpose, continuing to create meaningful opportunities for women across media and business. Basketball Wives will always be a cherished part of my legacy and a foundation of my career as a producer. Thank you for your support from day one, and I look forward to this next season of leadership, creativity, and expansion, and sharing it with you.
Any thoughts?
Now she know them people need that money. That was why is the first lady doing this? Why is she doing this to them?
She said that she don't need this brand attached to her name no more, okay? Y'all not gonna keep on getting up on this TV and fighting with your mamas and your daughters, slapping each other around the hotel room and put my name on that. Shawnee said no. It had its time. It served its purpose. If you ain't created nothing outside of this, that's your problem, not hers, okay?
No problem. Listen, you know, I do believe in evolution. Yeah, she full of it, Miss Wilson. I was trying to be strong. She full of crap. You know, it's the same thing that the ladies say when they get kicked off of a Bravo show. I'm moving on. I'm about to do bigger and greater things. And next thing you know, their house is in foreclosure. They on the screen, media telling us they need a job and they need help, so forth and so on. Shawnee, you know what? You a day late and a dollar short. How long has she been married to the pastor?
I think it's been about 2 years now.
Yeah, well, she 2 years too late. The day before you was going to say I do to Mr. Man, you was the first lady. You should have turned that whole show around, but you didn't. Okay? So, Shawnee, whatever. And what shows is she going to do now? A show about the first ladies?
We gonna get an intimate look into the first ladies of whatever. You know, when they had that pastor show on TV and how disastrous that was. It was a horrible disaster and a horrible representation to the church, in my personal opinion.
It was.
But you know, this was introduced to me. I'll speak for me. This was introduced to me as Shawnee's show, Shawnee's franchise. She was the executive producer. You know, she backed all of this. And so I feel that if she thinks that this has, you know, served its purpose in her life, you know, we have seen so many people be so successful. One specifically, Tammy Roman. I mean, Tammy Roman is a whole actress now, Diva. To go from where she was coming into Basketball Wives on food stamps, Medicaid, and her ex-husband not taking care of her, the kids, you know, to now where she has catapulted to. It is an amazing, beautiful, you know, thing to look at from Tammy. And it goes to show that you have to use the opportunities that you are given in a great way. And at this point, Basketball Wives has been on for what? A decade, over a decade, 12 years maybe. I think it served its purpose. I wasn't watching, so I mean, it don't make a difference to me either way. But I think it served its purpose, you know. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Yeah, because it's nothing to know.
Listen, she
moving
said
on. Shawnee, God bless you, Shawnee. God bless you. She did a whole announcement before y'all start hearing the rumors. But why would there be rumors if you the one that canceled it? Because you're moving on. Shawnee, we see you.
We see each other. Well, Listen, we are going to jump into our recap for tonight. So whenever you are ready, we can get started.
Well, listen, everybody. This is Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 8, the girls trip. Okay, -1. So Quad is packing for the girls trip, and I love these little pocket scenes. You know, Quad is packing. King comes in the room. You know what? Out of all the boyfriends of these housewives, this what I will give the King. He playing the role to the bitter end.
He show up. He show up.
He show up. Okay. Even when he mad, he not disrespectful to Quad. He tried to roll into whatever she's rolling into. So, King shows up. And I'm gonna give that to him. Because she had a little bedroom scene, and boom, King pops up in the room and said, "You always packing." She talked about packing this flirty jersey. Was like, "Who you flirting with?" She said, "No, you right." So anyway, King showed up. Okay. Toya and Eugene. I love those two together. I think they are the perfect couple. Okay. He said take some medication so you could mellow out and deal with the girls. And Toya was like, "Huh? I like them." Contessa and Scott, she's packing. What I couldn't understand about that pocket scene is why Scott was in the bedroom in their house, and he had the sunglasses on. I was like, why is he with sunglasses on in the house? But whatever. You know what? I gotta when I see Scott and Contessa in this scene together, I just gotta be happy that they're still together. So I just let them slide. I just let it slide, okay? Simone and Cecil, you know what? They're another one. I love these two together too. I swear to goodness I do. They were sitting there, she was packing, she was talked about how Dr. Heavenly runs her mouth and all of that. And she said she don't want me to get to talking. And Cecil was drinking his beer, whatever he was drinking. He said, "Yeah, please don't do that." Because at the end of the day, let's be clear. They know each other business.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be playing with me in my face, and then you don't want me to talk now, do you? And Cecil, he said, "Please don't." Because Cecil like being good with the men.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want no smoke when the men meet up. So that's why he told Simone, "Please don't." Then we got Dr. Heavenly and Damon, Dr. Damon, Dr. Daddy. They talking, she packing. "Oh, Daddy, I don't think I want to go. I don't want to go." When Daddy's like, "Oh, well, then don't go." Now, those two make me sick. I'm sorry for whoever loves them, because I really feel like Damon wants to always have his nose in the air. "Oh, I don't like what Simone said. I didn't like it at all." She was like, "Oh, Daddy, you was angry." I was very angry. Damon, go sit down somewhere, please. And I want to be like Nene, stay out the woman's business. Okay? I cannot. Okay? So those two get on my nerves. And then he's going to say, buddy, you got to work on the cursing. Y'all got a lot more going on, Dr. Damon, / buddy or whatever, or daddy. Y'all got so much more going on. Don't worry about her cursing, because y'all told us the business. Go find your son. Now I'll do this scene right here. What's the name? Florida. They're going to Florida, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to Florida. So when it's everybody except Dr. Heavenly. And I will, come on, Emmanuel. Someone needs to knock Damon off his high horse, because he's being ridiculous now. He didn't show that side of him for several seasons. Mm-hmm. And when that side of him came out, I was like, yo, he too much. I want him to go back on mute. I was very upset on what she said. So your wife says a whole lot too. That don't upset you? Yeah, the daddy mess is cringy, but you know what? Whatever with those two. So everybody's going to Florida because, honey, Contessa made sure you going on the girls trip. You come on the girls trip. You come on the girls trip. So everybody's there except Dr. Heavenly, okay? So they all meet up and, at the airport. And, so it's Contessa, it's Angel, it's Jackie, it's Simone, it's Mimi, it's Quad, it's Brandi. Okay, so they're all there. And by the way, we'll get to these things, but Brandi's that girl. Period. And Brandi needs to call Angel from what's that darn show? From Potomac and help her out.
Help her out.
Because one thing you ain't about to do, what you ain't fitting to do, is mess with Brandi.
At all.
That girl. I like her. Okay? Yeah. She be like... Like, girl. Okay, so now they all gathered together. They talked about how Heavenly called Simone aggressive, and Simone said, "Listen, this is my fault. Heavenly's a snake. She said I could kick myself in the behind for trusting her. And you know what? You know what I like about Simone? When you recognize and realize that you the one that messed up. Because she said Heavenly rolled me under the bus. And to go back to the scene when she was packing, she told Cecil, I said in a joke last year to Heavenly that I'll look people up, this, that, and the other. She said, I don't be doing that. It was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Said, but Heavenly wanted to take it too far and act like it's true. And she just rolled me under the bus. She said, but I ain't got nothing for her. She said, I'm done. Right? So, and she said she could kick her behind for trusting Heavenly again. Okay. And then I'll stop there and then we'll talk about the cars to the hotel and all that. And once they get on the
so yes, Quad and King packing, obviously Quad is paying King very well to be there because he's playing his role, as you said. Even though he throws some insulting jabs, calling her dress a grandma dress, it's like I feel like she's still in the same relationship with Greg, just like you like a man, and not that Greg. Well, I have to say, Greg can be disrespectful sometimes. He can be. And I feel like you just left one disrespectful man to get with another disrespectful man. Like, the energy and the vibes is not there. So, what was the reason? Toya and Eugene, Toya's packing in her closet. Eugene wants her to take some oxytocin with her. And she said, well, how am I supposed to get this to the ladies? It's for you, ma'am, okay? It's a shame, Diva, when your own husband wants to put you on medication because he knows that you're the problem. Toya is the problem. Hi, it's you. You're the problem. It's you, Toya. It is you. And your husband wants you to tone it on down. Okay? Scott and Contessa, I think that some of these relationships most of the relationships on the show have reached a place where they have just accepted each other for who they are and they just kind of deal and tolerate with their partners, because that's what Scott and Contessa give me. Like it just like, because Contessa still complains about what Scott doesn't do. Like, I don't see where she's happy with him. Like, you gonna come and help me pack? I mean, no, I wasn't really like, it's just like there's no support there. I don't see it. That's just my viewpoint. But I feel like they have great conversation though. Like, conversation wise, they have good conversation. But when it comes to just being supportive, like he wasn't even supportive about her taking the girls on the girls trip. Well, with all the mess that's going on, you already got a messed up girl. No, like, can I get some positivity, please, husband? Like, it was just like, okay, I see them. Simone, as you said, Diva, Simone can always take responsibility when she knows that she is at fault for something. Why you got back so close to Heavenly, I don't know. I don't know where that came from after everything that y'all have been through. She talked about Cecil, when he didn't have his job. The friendship with you and Jackie was kind of split, in my opinion, because Heavenly kind of wedged in there. I would think that you would already know who she is by now, but listen, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, it's me. So it's you, boo.
You know what I think, Roya, just to add to your conversation, I think that she tried to give Heavenly another chance because Dr. Jackie loves Heavenly so much. And Simone doesn't want to, she loves Dr. Jackie. They've been doing this thing together since, they've been studying, as OBGYNs. So, I have had friends where their friends that they were close to, we didn't vibe. And I would get along with them because I had to, not because I wanted to. If I had my own, choice, I wouldn't even, do it with them or whatever. So I really think that, Simone tried to do it for the greater good, and the greater good ended up kicking her in the behind.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. Okay. You gave me a different perspective. Okay. I can see that. But then again, our girl told us, when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
The first time. Okay. And this is a perfect example, Diva, as well as everybody's not meant to be your friend just because they're connected to your best friend.
Right.
So yeah, but I do feel bad for Simone. Let me or not bad, but I acknowledge that what you said, she was trying to overcome, and do better. Shame on Heavenly. Shame.
Yeah.
And I don't like. I feel like the ladies say that they be joking about stuff, but they really don't be, and then you want to blame it on a joke and to be like, "Oh, I was joking," because Heavenly said the same thing. "Oh, I was joking when I said it." Well, Simone said the same. Well, if y'all both joking, what are we mad about? Obviously, somebody ain't joking in here somewhere. We need to get to the root of that. So that as well. Heavenly and Damon, I don't even know what to say. Obviously they have come to an agreement that they're not going to talk about their marriage on TV, obviously. And it's not, I try to be understanding of it because there are certain things that Jackie don't talk about on TV, and I feel like it's not fair, so I don't know, but I want Damon to be honest with Heavenly. Tell her the truth. Your mouth is what continues to keep you in the situations that you get in. When are you going to learn that you just can't come out and say whatever comes to your mind? It just doesn't work that way. And for Damon not to call her on it, but play, want to point the finger at Eugene's wife and want to point the finger at... No, it is your wife, sir. And you love to say that, or Heavenly loves to say, you the head of the household. She the only one that listens to you. So, sir, it is your responsibility and accountability to get off your high horse and have a conversation with your wife in regards to her behavior. Because a lot of the times the stuff Heavenly's saying is honest, true stuff. But in the words of Iyanla, your behavior diminishes the message. And that is what you do every single time. Every single.
Yeah, I think though, this is just my opinion. I think with Dr. Damon, why he doesn't say anything or check Heavenly, because I think there perhaps could be some truth to the rumors about extracurricular activities, and I'll just say it like that. So if she gonna tolerate my extracurricular activities, surely I'm gonna get up on this camera and back up her foolery. And I think that's why the foolery is being backed up, because he looks ridiculous saying, I was mad. What did Simone say that could have got you so mad? Don't let me tell your business. That got you mad? If I ain't got no crazy...
He was saying he was mad at both, like Heavenly and her.
He wasn't mad at no Heavenly.
Okay.
So go back and watch that scene, because he told her, that's why he told her, don't go, because you ain't even talking to them like that. Why would you go? She's like, all right, Daddy, I'm not going. She starts unpacking. I was just like, stop the nonsense. I just feel like right now what they're showing is so is not authentic, that it just doesn't even land well. I really don't like it. And I thought it was pure stupidity that you was angry. I couldn't tell, Daddy. That's your husband that you claim to know oh so well. Because, honey, you bow down to Daddy. You know everything about Daddy. But Daddy was upset and you couldn't tell. I was like, or do they think are we dumb, stupid, or both? We watching this. We into this, y'all. Don't come to us with the foolery. And you were so scared, and we're going to get to that scene. You were so scared of Simone. I don't like that narrative either. Let me just say that, Royiare. I don't like that narrative. I think that narrative is so dirty and nasty. Every time Black people do something, people want to say, oh my God, I was so afraid. I was so scared. For you to do that to your own sister, and literally they keep showing us how all Dr. Simone did was say, get off of me. And she cursed me out. She did. I was scared. I was threatened. Her behavior. I'm like, I'm really, to be honest with you, I never was that in on Heavenly to begin with. Mm-hmm. I always had a foot in the door, a foot out, mm-hmm. and I'm actually leaning my foot all the way out now because I thought that was nasty. That was nasty work.
It was nasty work. Yeah, no, it was definitely nasty work to say all of that, to say that she's aggressive, you know, and that did bother me. And this is just not even a Heavenly thing, just across the reality TV. Like, mm-hmm. stop with this aggressive conversation. Stop mm-hmm. with this combative. Like, you know what y'all signed up for. Y'all know what y'all are into, and don't act like that you're not doing it to each other. Y'all are doing it to each other. Y'all have both been aggressive and combative in other situations with each other and with other people. So for Heavenly to throw these flash words around like that was out of pocket, out of line. To know that Simone is a professional in the profession that she is, and you're in the profession that y'all are both professionals, and to be throwing these words around like this, and for you to be running for state representative, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Not okay. And you know what, Miss Wilson, you are correct. Just like Ashley Darby calling Angel's husband aggressive. Listen, I had been in the car when they was on their way to that pony event that was horrible. Potomac and ponies, and they called Angel and they said, when you gonna get here? And Bobby said we're gonna get there when we get there. Now that's pretty much like saying, well, now and get off the phone. We're gonna get there when we get there. So, you know, yeah, I do think they used too loosely. They did it with Chris. Remember they did it with Chris? Didn't Giselle come with a bodyguard to the reunion because she was afraid of Chris?
Yes.
They throw the word around too much. I don't think it's right. I think it's real messy. And Dr. Heavenly has done more with her mouth. Mm-hmm. Dr. Heavenly has done more with her mouth that can be seen as aggressive and all of that. I didn't like it. I was like, nah, you may need a scene, but that was the wrong road.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
and then this airport scene, we also had a little moment where, you know, Angel discussed how she was very disappointed in the ladies, you know, for their behavior. I was like, Angel, where did you think you was coming to? With what lady? You ain't never seen the show before? You don't know that when you throw an event, it's time to come and act a fool? But then we have this, and I kind of like it, but I don't like it because I'm not a person that likes chaos and confusion. But the back and forth with Simone and Squad, you know, they apologize in the moment. You know, we're sorry. Then they have this playful, loving relationship, but then they have such a hateful, mean relationship too. Like it gives Simone and Cecil like.
No, you know what? Listen, Simone has shown it with her family, right? Mm-hmm. Simone is just one of those people where when you tick her off, like she said it later on in the car ride. No. If you get down with me, I'm going to 12. I'm taking this to level 12. That's just Simone. Here. Don't get Simone started.
And don't check her if you ain't gonna check the other hoes, okay?
That's what she said, honey.
Bro, come over here and say anything to me if you didn't say anything to Quad and Heavenly.
Period. So that's her, yeah.
Yes, that's all I had to think about, you know, or all I had to say. Great scenes though, great opening scenes.
But let me add this to Royiare. I don't know if Angel, this is for her. I feel like she's just trying to say stuff to be saying stuff sometime. I'm not quite sure if Angel's fitting in, but we'll carry on. And again, you know, I have to say she's not even married to medicine, but okay.
Well, but she's medicine. She's the medicine.
You know what she is?
Yeah, she's the medicine. So,
so I guess I'll let her slide over quad. Okay, we'll continue. So now we got, you know, the cars to the hotel. What was it? It was Quad, Tess, Mimi, and Angel. Okay. And Tess, Contessa talking about, you know, how she could fly a plane, and Quad asked her, how did you pick this area, Tess? Tess was like, you know, because when I was in whatever branch of the army she was in, or whatever, the Air Force, whatever, you know, she lived there, she flew planes, so this is a whole full circle moment for her. Okay, boom. We got Brandi, Jackie, and Simone and Toya. Simone told Jackie don't talk to her if she didn't talk to Heavenly. Because, you know, Jackie want to sit there, because, you know, Jackie too sometimes with the nose in the air, you know, well, I don't want to discuss anything because I need to talk to all of you ladies. And that's when Simone, you know, got puffed up her chest. She said, you ain't about to talk to me and you didn't talk to Heavenly. She said, did you talk to Heavenly? Jackie just sitting there. She said, I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody come for me on this trip, I'm taking it to level 12. And her boo-boo stink, Toya, sat there and was like, that's right, okay? Let me tell you something. Toya and Simone think as thieves, okay? And Brandi was sitting next to Simone. Brandi got Simone back too. Brandi was back there like, Okay. You know, I swear to goodness, I like Brandi. I said, come on, like I like some Brandi. Wait, Ocean said, come on, Diva. Once a nurse, you know, Angel Scrubs was all that. Yeah, I do. I like, you know what? Let me tell you, I told you, all jokes aside, I really do like the way Angel had that scrub brand. But she just had a missed opportunity. See, the two Angels, they don't know how to seize an opportunity.
Yeah.
Angel messed up her opportunity with Wonderland Outdoors. I won't be surprised. Unfortunately, I don't wish nothing on nobody right here. I won't be surprised if we heard it shut down. And then Angel missed the whole.
Oh my God, I can't.
This Angel missed the whole opportunity with her scrubber band. You got a scrubber band and you coming down in a silver space dress? Child. The people, sometimes I be saying to myself, is it me or is it them? But anywho, so you know, let me see. Yeah, she said she was taking it to level 12. Okay. They get to the house and they all agree that Tess, she did the thing with that house. They all bragged and said, yes, it was a beautiful home. Rightfully so. Yes.
Listen,
Rightfully
we came off a bad girls trip, Diva, so we got to give it up.
Yeah. Well, you know, listen, rightfully so. She said, listen, I'm getting the main suite because I'm the host. Okay. I ain't mad at you. Come on, host, right? Okay. So she said she getting the main suite. Then, you know, she said, listen, y'all the newbie. She kept it 100. See, that's what Wendy told the other chick to do at, you know, she told the other angel. She said, keep it 100. You don't like us, so that's why they sleeping there or we sleeping here, whatever. So Contessa kept it 100. She straight up said, y'all the newbies, y'all sleeping in the room together, period. And then Angel gonna try to talk like you know, like she got it like that. Where's the Ritz Carlton? But what happened, Angel? You went right up to your room with your bunk bed. Okay. So, you know, they drew the straws or whatever to go get the room. They showed everybody going to their room or whatever the case may be. So now they go to their rooms. And this way I'm like, what is wrong with Angel? Angel starts asking Brandi. I guess she just needed a moment. Talking about what's your energy? First of all, let me tell you something, Royiare. If you really into energy, you don't have to ask nobody. Come on, Royiare. You ain't gotta ask. You catch it, and you be like saying, then you call your bestie, and you be like, wait, man.
What I do, Diva? What I do, Diva?
Oh. Okay. So
you know I'm gonna call you and tell you that
in a hot second, okay? In a hot second. So she asking her, I said, okay, she need a moment because this is stupid. What's your energy like? But see, that's why I like Brandi. Brandi was like, what? She's like, what? What are you talking about?
I told you to give Brandi a moment. I told you from jump.
You did, but I accept the moment for because Brandi's showing, honey. Brandi's like, what? She was like, what are you talking about? She's like, what are you talking about? My energy. She said, no, I just need to know if your energy good. She said, what? She leaves the room, starts going down the stairs, and she immediately asks the people, how would you feel if somebody asked you about your energy? Well, honey, Toya told an Angel you was wrong for that. Honey, I was here for the whole energy scene, okay? And Brandi, she a stand-on business girl. And then what Angel was trying to say, Angel tried to say, well, Brandi, you said XYZ. She said, I said that after you said about my energy. She said, do we need to hit the repeat or playback button? I said, no, not you checking this girl. Not you chin checking this girl. Okay. Okay. Chin checked her, right? They had hibachi night. I'll add this scene right here. They had hibachi night. They all put on their bathing suits or whatever. And I ain't even going to get deep in this. I just don't understand why every conversation got to be sexual.
Of
I don't get it.
There are so many fun conversations
There's so many fun conversations that could have been had. Why does it have to go sexual? I didn't even write down all of that stupidity right here because I was just like, you know what? I can't. They did talk about Dr. Heavenly. They talked about why Dr. Heavenly allegedly didn't want to come. She didn't feel safe or whatever the case may be. But I like what Contessa said. She said high emotions, a memory problem. So she said when you and you know that do happen sometimes, right here. When you once you see smoke and you see red, you forget what happened.
Blocked out.
You blocked out. You black out. Okay. So she's saying, but everybody pretty much agreed that when they saw that all Simone did was like, yo, get off of me. I ain't taking no picture with you. Not a F you and a pushing and all that. So I did like that. Other than that, I'm not repeating this stupid sex stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, like you said, once we landed, got in the cars, I love the way that Simone stood on business with Jackie. Don't be coming and talking to me about something that you ain't talking to Heavenly about. Listen, Simone said that she is tired of being played second to none. She was here first, okay? And you're not going to keep on throwing her to the side like you don't know what it is. And what did Jackie do? Shut that mouth. Nothing to say that. Because what can you say? Okay? Nothing. You birthed both of Simone's children. And you're going to side and talk about, well, you were really loud at the last. You lost it at the last event. Of course she lost it. She had two people attacking her, Quad and Heavenly, both of them. And where was Jackie? Nowhere to be found. You weren't even there to defend your quote-unquote bestie.
Jackie be doing too much.
She do be doing too much. She definitely be doing too much. So, like you said, the ladies got to the house. They did draw the straws. Jackie had the longer straw. Simone had the shorter straw, people, okay? For some reason, it just seems like Simone keeps getting the short end of the stick. I was like, okay. So the ladies go in. They check out their rooms. Like you said, Toya said she knows the layout, okay? Because Toya got a pretty good room. She went right upstairs. I was like, okay. Well, as many houses as you have lived in, yes, you should know a layout by now. Yes, you should.
Yeah. That was funny.
That was cute. It was cute. Let's see. The energy with Brandi and Angel. Angel is on one, okay? Now, I was already looking at Angel sideways last episode because it was a little weird, Diva, that you brought up that issue with Toya at your own event, but then gonna try to chin check Simone because people were attacking her at your event, but you started it all in the first place by coming for Toya. and talk about you're not a fake friend. Ma'am, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? So then for you to come to Brandi and try to thought you was gonna get Brandi get to my check your in what's your energy like, girl, you don't feel the energy already? You don't sit. Well, obviously you do feel the energy because you said something about it, but you just wasn't bold enough to say what energy you felt.
Mm-hmm.
You could have got your Ritz-Carlton hotel and left and let Brandi have a room. And what did Brandi say? Well, listen, at the end of the day, there's always a room downstairs with your girl Quad, so you can go sleep down there. I said, let her know. That's how you eat them up, Brandi. Eat them up and spit them out. And then went downstairs and got second confirmation from the rest of the ladies. Yeah, you was wrong. There's plenty of room in there with your girl Quad. What did Quad say? Nothing. Your girl didn't even say it.
Honey, did you see her on the couch just eating the food?
I'm bestie you guys.
Brandi stands on business. I'm talking about Brandi on the couch. After when she was looking at, she was like, yeah, we can start. Because Contessa said we're gonna hit the reset button. She said,
I told you, I told you, Brandi, look, she chin checked Mimi last week at that Don't telling me who to align myself with. I would say yes, get it together. Let the girls know. Okay. So she is locked in. She's doing her job, and I'm here for it. Shout out to Brandi. This is how you come on to reality TV. She ain't doing too much. She ain't doing too little. She doing just enough, okay? Popping up when she needs to. When the people give her a problem, let them know, and let's move on. And then, like you said, Diva, we roll into the girls' night. Let me say this, and we have to acknowledge it, Diva. We got to acknowledge it.
Okay.
Tessa thus far has done an excellent job on the girls' trip.
No, she has.
Her house was amazing. Yes. Everybody had beautiful rooms. Yes. The cars arrived on time. And we had beautiful food laid out, Diva. I was looking at the food like, okay. Now, this is the stuff that I want to be a part of right here.
Come on, hibachi night.
Come on, hibachi night. Come on, desserts. Come on, drinks. I mean, she had it laid out as a real doctor's wives girls trip should be. It was everything. So, Contessa, you are I'm giving you your props. Don't let me down the rest of this girl trip, ma'am, because you're doing an excellent job. Okay? Great job. The conversation with the ladies, Diva, as you said, they were talking about Heavenly, Quad or Simone was informed that Heavenly didn't want to show up because she felt that she was aggressive towards her and she was afraid to be around her for her safety. Now, Heavenly, we've been on this show for 11 years. You was on season 1, but not as a castmate. All of the trash that you done chalked out of your mouth, all of the bucking up and bad mouthing and everything you done, and now you afraid for your safety. Don't get into this politics mess and start acting funny, girl. Stop it. Stop it. Just be real. Your emotions couldn't handle all that Simone was giving you because the only thing she was doing last week was questioning you about some of the things that you said at your debate. And as the lady said, you have to be able to handle this. But shame on you for using these fire words on national television. That was just out of pocket, out of line. You're gonna play like you're not gonna show up. And I love my girl Heavenly, Diva. That's my girl. But we gotta call you out when you're wrong. And you wrong.
You love her.
You had to do that.
Okay. And listen, I ain't mad at you for loving on your boo.
I do. But I got to call out wrong when it's wrong. And she was wrong. She was out of pocket and out of line. And for you to put this on this burden on Simone, like it was all her fault. You sat up there and talked trash just like she sat up there and talked trash at the table. So why would you do that? It's just out of pocket and out of line. Out of pocket. But this, like you said, Diva, the whole sex conversation, I just be like, okay, whatever. Angel shared about her buying some numbing throat spray and she messed up and it was just stupid. I was just like, okay, whatever.
It was gross. And it's like all of you ladies are like, y'all, there's no other nice conversation y'all could have had to have fun
as y'all all are.
Yeah. Like I was just like, okay, enough is enough already. I just wasn't. And like I said, and then too, I ain't even into Angel like that. So I was like, whatever.
I love the way also Contessa said, because this was really good. You know, after the ladies were talking about Heavenly, you know, she said, if you can't be real with your girls and your friends, what are we doing?
Come on, Contessa.
I said the truth.
You know, Contessa's rising up because every now and then you be like, what is Contessa doing?
She is the savior of the season, okay? She gonna carry us to the end.
Yes. But you know, I'm gonna give it up to her. Come on now. So so that was cool, right? So now we have like everybody's talking to their mate. Dr. Jackie is talking to Curtis and saying that, you know, they're having a good time. Let me say this too for Curtis. Curtis is showing up too. You know, I guess maybe they went to marriage counseling. We need to know. Did they go to marriage counseling? Because Curtis is showing up lately. He's coming to reunions. You seeing scenes with him. Because remember, there was a couple seasons where he was in the DR. He was working. But now we're seeing Curtis making phone calls, showing up. He's being a good husband, and he's supporting Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie actually has somebody to call.
She don't have to call Heavenly.
So shout out to Curtis. We appreciate you. Angel calls her daughter. Simone calls Cecil. Toya talked to Eugene. And then Toya brought her phone in Brandi's room. And Brandi, like, you know, she was saying hi. She said, say hi to my husband. She said, hi, Eugene. She said, oh, you know, Brandi's sharp, too. Because Brandi said, oh, you trying to play games. You just want to show him this room. I like Brandi.
She ain't slow.
She ain't slow. You ain't like, okay. She's like, I see what you're trying to do. I see you. So now, you know, they go and they see, you know, who's going where. Some of them are going to the dolphin experience, and some of them are, you know, going to go have lunch or whatever. So it's Simone, it's Mimi, is Contessa, and Brandi go to the Dolphins. And the rest of the group, they go have lunch, right? And so okay, so the rest of the group, they go have lunch. The dolphin experience, you know, they did what they did. Simone wanted to recreate a picture when the dolphin was kissing her. They got to do that. So they had a great time, and that was them at the dolphin experience. The girls went to lunch. First they was outside, then they was inside. You can add whatever you want to that story, Royiare. And then at some point, what's his name? Dr. Heavenly shows up. Dr. Heavenly, who was afraid, who was scared, who was busy, who daddy told her don't go. She actually comes onto the trip on daddy's birthday. Where they do that at? But she said she took care of daddy before she came. So Toya asked Angel at the luncheon that they was together, like, you know, our Angel asked Toya, I forgot which way it went, you know, like what happened with the whole guy thing. And she's telling Toya she broke girl code and all of this. Now, this way, I know a lot of us in the chat, y'all disagree with me, and y'all know I'm okay with that. But I'm on Toya's side with this. Don't be asking you to hook me up with my husband people, and I'm hooking them up with some chick that got these other men. So Toya was like, you got these, I'm going to hook you up with my husband, best friend, and then I'm thinking you single, and then you got these other men over here. Angel Face was just like, she tried to say you broke girl code. No, she didn't break no girl code. If you single, you single. If you're not, you not. But don't be having me hook you up with my single friend, and then he got to come back and tell me like, girl, why you hook me up with her? She got men calling her. She's still in a situation with this one, that one, and the other. So no, I'm with Team Toya. Come on now. Team Toya on this one. You're not going to be a lady of the street asking me to hook you up.
Come on, woman of the night, streetwalker.
As me to hook you up with my people. So that was that. I don't know if you want me. Wait, let me say this too, Raya. Those little cars that they drove to the luncheon.
So cute. Yes. The little cars were super cute.
It was definitely like Barbie's world. I was like, oh my God, I want to go there. So cute. I thought that was very cute. Dr. Heavenly showing up, Raya.
Yeah. I don't have a lot to say because, like I said, I didn't get to write a lot of notes out. But the ending with Toya and going into Brandi's room, Brandi has got it. Okay, she's not just beautiful. She's not just a mom, a wife. She's smart, and she's here for reality TV, and I love it. And she catches the shade. And she takes the light heart shade when it needs to be light heart. And she checks the girls when she needs to check them with a chin check, okay? I said, come through, Brandi. You better be on it, see it, know it. Contessa and all the ladies going out to, the dolphin scenery. That was really nice. Like you said, beautiful for Simone to be able to recreate her moment. Simone looks great, in my opinion. I think she still looks the same. I was like, come through, Simone. I see you, boo. Contessa obviously is in her environment. We know Contessa loves animals. She loves the world. She's just like that girl. So to see her back, just in her environment, being happy and carrying such a positive attitude throughout this girls' trip, it is needed, especially what's getting ready to come tiding in as we, turn into this next episode soon. So I thought that was nice. The luncheon scene, it was what it was. Diva, unfortunately, we're going to have to agree to disagree. Angel is single. And if Toya has a single man, I feel like you can date multiple people. Like, why do I have to be tied to one person? Like, why? We're not sleeping together. Now, this is for me. We're not sleeping together or anything, but I feel like I can go out to dinner with multiple people and enjoy myself, and have fun. I'm single, It wasn't like Angel said, I'm looking to get married. I hook me up with a friend. You got a friend? Hook me up. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But men do it all the time. So what's the issue? Men date multiple people all the time and nobody says anything. Why is there all of a sudden, because Angel doing it, everybody got up in arms about it? I just disagree.
Angel should have presented the story to her like that. Angel should have, if you got to keep it 100 when I'm about to hook you up with my people.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm telling my friend, I got this single girl, she's beautiful, I want to hook y'all up, I think y'all will rock well together, whatever the case may be, don't have me hooking you up and you're in a situation. You dipping and dabbing with this man every now and then. I totally disagree. I would be pissed off at a friend. Me and the friend would be getting into it toe to toe, face to face. If you has telling me you single, you ready to mingle, can I hook you up with one of my friends? I'm presenting you to my friend as a single person, and then he comes to find out and tell me later on, no, did you know she still talk to this other dude? Do you know she been talking to this other dude for 10 years? Now, they're not just talking. You can tell Angel and that dude, they get it in when they get it in. So no, don't do that. Not with none of my friends. If you coming into my circle and you want me to introduce you to my people and you want to try to date my people, then you need to tell the truth to me up front. Period.
I don't feel like that's Toya's business. I feel like that's she should tell the guy when they go out on their date, yes, I am dating other people, but like, no, I don't know. Mm.
We need to do a poll.
Okay.
See, we're playing with the word single, right? If you want to do single as in not married, okay, she's single. But the thing is, Royiare, if you meet someone and you feel like y'all have a situation going on, are you telling other people when you bump into them in the street and they want to talk to you like you single? Are you going to say no? See,
because I'm not in a relationship. We are not in it. Like, if we're just dating or we just screwing around, like that's all it is. You have not made a commitment to me that you want to be in a relationship. So I have the freedom to go out and do what I want, in my opinion, until you come to me and say, Royiare, I want to be in a relationship with you. I am free to go out here and do what I want, when I want, whatever I want, with who I want, as long as they're single. For me, as long as they're single, and not tied to anybody. But situationships, to me, in my opinion, a situationship is not a committed relationship. So you are still single.
See, and I'm not come on, Emmanuel. I'm not introducing anybody who is not single to my friends, not under my watch. I'm not doing it. And so, and if you're going out and meeting somebody on your own and you want to tell them what you tell them when you tell them, but I wish we could play the Bravo clips, but Bravo would.
No, they're not going to ding us tonight.
They will whip us. They will whip us, right? But when she asked Toya, she said to her, I want somebody so I could stay home and just watch the kids and this and that. She was talking as if she was single, and there was no one in her life. I think, listen, that man that wanted to come up on this TV and was okay with Angel, doing whatever she do, and then later on we see previews where she's actually bringing this man. It don't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. It don't make sense to me. I would never want a girlfriend like that. Me and my girlfriend would be getting down with the get down if I introduce you to my people, and then I gotta hear from my people. Did you know? No. Mm-hmm. No. Like Toya said, you was about to have me hemmed up. Okay, thank you. I'm 50 gold. Angel never told Toya she wasn't seeing other people. Toya had no intentions on hooking her up. You don't do that. Don't do that. I'm 50 gold. You don't know that. She was going to call Eugene's best friend. I'm standing 10 toes with that.
Okay. To me, if you say that you are single, that means you are not in a relationship with anybody. You are not committed to anybody. So you can go out here and do what you want to do. But we all have different meanings. So listen. Anyways, I was saying, or not anyways, but I just don't feel that Angel is really suited for this. Like, I just don't. Let's see. I agree, Diva. That's like giving a recommendation for a job in a person. Okay, but it's not my responsibility. If I give someone the recommendation, that's their responsibility to make sure that they show up and do what they're supposed to do. Like, in my opinion, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not about to introduce you to a whole bum. I'm your friend.
Okay.
I'm your friend. Why would I do that to you?
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, that's just evil. And if I got a friend that introduced me to a whole bum, I'm gonna have a conversation with them. Like, yo, you introduced me to him. Did you know he got 2 girlfriends?
And the person is a horrible worker. Okay. So do I know the person is a horrible worker?
Sometimes we do. That's why there's a lot of friends that come to me.
If I know, then no, I wouldn't do that.
But there's sometimes there are people come to me talking about they're looking for a job, and I'm like, I pray for you. You ain't about to come to my job and mess up my spot. When we talk, and you talk about how you don't go to work on time, you ain't doing
don't blow up my spot.
Yeah. You supposed to be at work and you at the nail salon, and I'm gonna recommend you for a job. Heck no. No, ma'am. Not me. Not with my good name. Not with my good name. It ain't gonna happen.
I'm hollering.
Yes. No.
Okay, well, yes, but yeah, like I said, I don't think that Angel is gonna fit well into this group. I don't see Quad really standing up for her or backing her in any situation, so it's making me question that friendship as well. And then, like you said, Heavenly coming in, she's talking about she can hear the ladies from wherever she came from, and the vibe completely changed when she walked in the room. Simone was, it's a shaking. It's a shaking of the room. The energy has shifted, and we're going to see how we roll into this next week. And I don't think it's going to be a pretty picture according to the recap that we got for the following week. So, I
don't know what Jackie's She really loves Dr. Heavenly.
Because Jackie's a mean girl in real life at the end of the day too, and they can bond over that.
She is. You hit the nail on the head. She is
messy, just like Heavenly. She just hides her mess. So
and you are correct. Because she's a throw a rock, hide her hands type of person. The rock hits you that she thrown, and you come out there and talk about, let me stitch you up. And you like, Trick, you the one threw the rock. Yeah, you're right. You hit the nail on the head. Because she's like, you go apologize, Heavenly. You're bigger than this. I was like, yo, Roya, I'm telling you, I'll be in my house watching like, yo, is this really happening?
These grown ass women, yes, these grown ass women.
I really, really do. Yes.
But I've been waiting on this moment, and I know that's next week, but since they previewed, I'll talk about it just a little bit. Mm-hmm. I've been waiting on this moment for Jackie to really stand on business when it comes to Heavenly and her behavior. I think for the longevity of Jackie and Simone's friendship, for her to allow Heavenly to continue to disrespect and beat down and talk about and do all of this to Simone, and you still cater to that friendship, it speaks a lot about Jackie. It speaks a lot. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Let's see. I like Phaedra said, they are all a bunch of mean girls. And she did say that.
Phaedra said deuces.
Bye. On the PJ, okay?
Phaedra said she raised the level on that show. And she out.
She fly above all the haters. In her PJ, okay? Period.
Listen, are we the only one that loved that song by Candy?
We got to, honey, because listen, ain't nobody else shouting it out. So, okay, I'm so comfortable in the skin I'm in. I'm secure about
Oh my God,
Candy, we love you, girl.
Shout out to Candy. She on Broadway right now. Listen, you know what?
Are you going to see her? Have you gone to see her?
I have not. It's only a few weeks. You know, the months that she's there is the coldest months in New York, but I'm really going to try to see her. Matter of fact, Ray, I'm going to look up to see when she's done, but I'm really going to go try to see her. Yeah. Shout out to Candy. Come on, fly above the haters, okay?
Collecting these checks, okay?
Yes.
Get custody of her kids. Get it, girl.
That have died down.
I did.
Thank God, right?
They was doing a lot. They was doing a lot. And I was like, I need to look, bring it on down before I get to blow it up for you. Oh my God. Iconic.
Well, 2 foot self. She another one that stood on business, right? Because Nene's tall. Nene's tall.
What she said, you can't be standing on me pointing at my finger and doing all. Well, Cynthia said, you need to back up. You need to back up.
What was that? That was the pajama jam, right?
Party, yes.
That pajama party was infamous.
Infamous.
Okay. Phaedra got mad because Apollo got into the fight.
I said, stop, Apollo. And I mean right now.
Oh my God. Classic. classic reality TV, honey.
So good.
Bringing it to us. But you know what? I guess, that's pretty much it for this episode.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I think it was very even killed.
It was.
I was really here for it. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And like I said, I like to see these trips because I be marking down like, oh, I wouldn't mind going there.
Yeah.
Because it was a cute place to be. It looked like a lot of fun. I enjoyed the episode. So I really enjoyed it. She said, I'm going to drag you. I'm going to drag you.
I will drag you in this bit. Oh my God.
Who? Cynthia's sister was there. What's her name again?
Mallory.
Uh-huh.
Yo, that was so. I gotta go back and watch that iconic episode. Nene opened the doors for Kenya. She said, "You're late." Oh my God!
Those girls did reality TV it was natural.
Yes.
It was natural. Like these girls now, they try to make up moments and have moments because that moment in the room with the energy between Angel and Brandi, Angel was trying to make up a moment.
Yeah.
Where, back in those days, those girls had natural moments. Do you remember when Sheree I forgot, it was a trip. It was Sheree and somebody was arguing. Was it they was arguing, remember? Yeah.
Sheree and Marlo.
Yes, Sheree. So
dinner or something, and she didn't invite Marlo.
Yeah. So it was, to me, it was more
authentic stuff. Yeah. Real issues, having a girls trip, but you only inviting a specific group of people to a certain event. That's shade.
Yeah, that's shade.
Perfect. Just what Angel did. You invited only 3 girls to stay at your house and then throw everybody else in a random little trailer. Like, girl.
Yeah. So, So it was just, I miss those days, and I feel like Potomac came back to those days a little bit.
What did he say? He around here prancing around the room.
I felt bad for Brandon. That was wrong. That was so wrong. I mean, yeah. You know what though? Again, too though, Royiare, they had a lot of friend ofs, and that also made the show too.
It did. Yeah,
because we had Dwight. I wonder how Dwight's doing, because I think in real time he's dealing with some type of cancer.
Yes, he's doing good. I see him post on Instagram every now and then. He does shorts too. So I see him post on there. Yeah, he looks good. He looks like he's doing well. So yes.
Okay.
But yeah, Diva, that's what made it so authentic. We had people from their real everyday lives who would come in, pop in, have their little scenes, come to the trips, just do all of this stuff. Remember even when Sweetie came on the little girl's trip, and that was a whole mess of a thing. Like, oh my God. But listen, at the end
of Sweetie the slave.
You better talk to your slave, because you're not gonna talk to me like that.
Oh God.
Candy said, whoa.
Ooh, child. Those were the days.
Those was the days. They really were. But listen, y'all, we have reached the end of our recap. At the end of every recap, we like to get your thoughts and opinions on the episode. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. We'll get to those in a moment. Diva, you said the episode was good, and it was a great episode. Yeah. Very even keel. We had some good ups. We had some moments, where it was just chill, and the trip is starting off to a great start. And I think coming off the heels of such a horrible trip we had on Potomac, we needed something to elevate us back up to what we're used to. And so Contessa has done a great job. So I'm giving this episode, I'm going to give it a strong 9 tonight. It was a great 9 for me. Good 9.
I like your energy.
Okay. Come on, because we see each other, okay? Come on, energy.
Your energy. energy, okay? So on that note, Royiare, I'm giving it a 9 too.
Period. Yeah.
I'm giving it a 9. I think it was just great scenes overall. I like the way that Simone stands on business. I like the way Brandi stands on business. Brandi, I'm gonna go to her Instagram page and give her a shout out. Period. So far, she is standing on business. She ain't let nobody come up in her face. She even blocked Mimi. She was like, "Girl, ain't nobody checking for you, okay?" Bye.
Because Mimi definitely tried to dismiss her to my, don't you got somewhere to go? Oh, I'm going. Bye. Like, girl, you don't tell me who to align with. I said, okay, Brandi, you better tell her.
Hey, telling Mimi the therapist. Oh my God. And then you know what? Mimi too in her confessionals, and I know we closing out, but Mimi in her confessionals too, Royiare, when she was like, I think Dr. Heavenly needs to be flagged, that this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Mimi, stop, because as soon as Dr. Heavenly get in your face, you're not going to have none of that energy.
None.
0.
None. Yes.
So yeah, so y'all go ahead and rate in the chat so we can see what y'all ratings are.
So far, we got Little English Rose is giving it an 8. Raheem is giving it an 8. The couples are consistent and they're messed. They are. They are. They are. And it's authentic. Like, it's truly, you can see that this is what they really have going on in their lives, Jeremy is giving it an 8, and then Jocelyn is giving it an 8 as well. Paige, she gave it a 6. Oh
my God, Paige, I'm clutching my pearls.
Wow, I didn't think it was that bad. Like,
pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was a good episode. But listen, okay, Kyle is giving it a 9 tonight. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, I thought it was a great episode. I truly enjoyed it, especially to be an 8 to be episode 8, headed towards the middle of the season. I think we're doing pretty good so far. The ladies are clocking in, they're doing their jobs. We've definitely had some cringy moments this season, but it's still holding the fort down. They are holding the fort down.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Well, listen, people, we appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, make sure you hit it on the way out. Make sure you join us for our reunion looks for the Real Housewives of Potomac tomorrow. We're going to go through those looks. They also released the trailer of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part 1. Okay. And so we're going to address a little bit of that on tomorrow as we go through our looks, since we'll be doing the show. So we'll talk about that. So make sure you join us tomorrow to get into the tea on that, because Diva, Karen said that she's been through this before. And Wendy, you're talking too much. Shut the F up. Okay? Shut up. And watch and learn.
Yeah.
I said, come on, Professor. You better call her out.
Oh.
Yeah.
That trailer for the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion.
Lift your hands and say thank you. Lift your hands and say thank you. Because it was, the way Andy narrated it from start to, I was like, come on, show, okay? Come through.
And you know what? We'll talk about it tomorrow, but I will say this really quickly. I'm giving Wendy a lot of credit. Because Royiare, I would be somewhere in the fetal position.
Iyanla just gonna tuck me in, just put me on it.
Child. You know how she used to tell people, come lay in my bosom.
Come on, baby. Have you ever laid in big bosoms? Come on.
I would definitely, Royiare, be in the fetal position. Friends and family will be coming over and feeding me literally applesauce just so I can stay alive. I give her a lot of credit. Come on, at 9.5.
Yes. Come on, Latanya with a 9.5. It was great. It was a good episode. It really, really was.
Little English Rose, we're thinking around 4:00 Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll put the live up about 2 or 3 hours in advance. So just be looking out for that. Make sure you turn your notification bells on all. If you have them on all and you're not getting notifications, turn your bell off completely and then turn it back on all on our specific channels. And then that should get you going again for us. But we appreciate y'all so much for joining us, for popping in, for entertaining us as we entertain you all. So stay tuned to our channels. Make sure you join Diva for trending topics tonight about 8:30. And then we'll be back next week as well for our recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac with Karen Huger and her interview with Andy Cohen. And I think we can kind of talk a little bit about that tomorrow too, because I know they kind of released a trailer on that. And then we'll be back with Married to Medicine, and then we'll let y'all know about Iyanla, the fix. So stay tuned. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Anything else before we go?
No.
All righty. Well, listen, y'all stay safe. Enjoy the night. Join Diva tonight for trending topics, and we will see y'all tomorrow. Good night and goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Royiare's World.